Hello, my name is Kira Marchek, and I am giving my presentation on the Bodo skull, also referred to as the Bodo cranium. This photo shows the Bodo skull, which was a Homo cranium found at Bodo, Middle Awash Valley in Ethiopia in 1976 by members of an expedition team led by John Kolb. Its discovery in Bodo led to its naming. An age of 350,000 years for this fossil and the stratigraphically associated Acheulean artifacts has been assumed based on their morphologies, rather than through radiometric dating. The cranium includes the face, much of the frontal bone, parts of the midvault, and the base anterior to the foramen magnum. The Bodo hominid resembles Homo erectus in a number of ways. First, the facial skeleton is large. Second, the individual bones are thick. And third, the front profile is flattened. However, it is slightly different from the cranial features of other specimens of this species in regards to its large brow ridges and thick cranial bones. The earliest record of Homo erectus comes from Africa, less than 2 million years ago. At that time, the last Australopithecines were still around East Africa and South Africa, and comparing to the fossils of each other reveals differences in anatomy and adaptation between the Homo erectus and the late Australopithecines. The Bodo skull is an example of one of these Homo erectuses. One of the most interesting parts about the Bodo skull is what was found after it had been discovered and was being cleaned. Tim White was cleaning the facial bones when he discovered evidence of very faint linear marks on the left cheek, around the left eye orbit, and the nose, and in other places on the cranium. Microscopic analysis of the marks was later performed, and the evidence from the analysis suggests that these marks were caused by a stone tool, speculated to be from another hominin removing the soft tissue that was covering the facial bones. I was unable to find a suitable photo for use of my PowerPoint. However, if you are interested, there is a clear image demonstrating these marks in our book on page 370. The removal of the soft skin from the bone may have been related to some ritual, or to cannibalism, though each theory is highly speculated. Prior to the discovery of the Bodo skull, few theories even existed in regards to what our ancient ancestors did with the remains of those among them. Evidence of ritualistic burials have been discovered, however, they are not as ancient as the evidence found on the Bodo skull. Cannibalism is also not a concept readily attributed to early hominins, though the evidence on the Bodo skull could support this theory and prompt more discussion and debate on the possibilities of cannibalism between early hominins. Regardless, if either theory can be proven to be true, the Bodo skull is the earliest verified evidence of body manipulation and human evolution. Either conclusion would be significant for Bodo, giving it more than just the status of a Homo erectus skull, but the status of perhaps a cultural development in early hominins.